The next senior is in her third season with the Spartans after transferring from Loyola, Maryland, from Mullen Hill, New Jersey, Bella Style. Style was a member of the NCAA Elite Eight for the past season and is a Sunshine State Conference tournament. Stella graduated with a degree in psychology and is escorted by her parents, Michael and April Style, and grandparents Carl and Maria Orr. Ladies and gentlemen, Bella Style. The next senior is in her second season with the Spartans after transferring from the University of Vermont from Westchester, Pennsylvania, Marissa McDonald. McDonald will be playing a 57th game for the Spartans and has scored over 200 points in her career with over 154 rebounds. She dropped a career high 20 points for the state this year and was a member of last year's NCAA Elite Eight line. McDonald will graduate with a master's in criminology and criminal justice and is escorted by parents Gina and John McDonald and grandmother Joyce Cushing. Ladies and gentlemen, Marissa McDonald. The next senior is in her second season with the Spartans after transferring from Northern Michigan University from Waukesha, Wisconsin, Vivian Jenny. Jenny will be playing her 45th game for the Spartans and was a member of last year's NCAA Elite Eight line. Jenny set career high this season with 19 points versus Louis Southeastern and has recorded 19 steals in her Spartan career. Jenny will graduate with a master's in entrepreneurship and is escorted by her parents Gary and Steve Jenny. Ladies and gentlemen, Vivian Jenny. The next senior is in her second season with the Spartans after transferring from the University of Mexico from the Netherlands, Kat and Tampa. And Tampa will be playing in her 61st game and has scored over 450 points in her Spartan career, setting a career high of 21 points versus Texas A&M Kingsville last season. Kat was a member of last year's NCAA Elite Eight run and has finished nearly 1,500 minutes playing in her champion career. Kat will graduate with a master's in instructional design and technology and is escorted by her parents Corbin and Frank Van Bennekom. Ladies and gentlemen, Kat Van Bennekom. This senior is in her first season with the Spartans transferring from Florida International University. From Rose, Puerto Rico, Sariana Rodriguez. Sariana is a member of the Puerto Rico three national team. Rodriguez is playing in all 46 games for the Spartans this season, averaging 10.5 points, 5 rebounds, and over 2 assists a game. Rodriguez is escorted by assistant coach Elena Bella and teammate Georgia Palmieri. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah
think they're going to let them warm up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the anthem, and then it'll be a while.
By the way, we would like to also acknowledge women's basketball senior, Patricia and Louise and Spartans. Congratulations on your success this season, and we wish you luck for your endeavor.
Welcome everybody to University of Tampa Women's Basketball. It is senior day on the campus of the University of Tampa, and a classic matchup for a game as well. Tampa Spartans taking on Embry-Riddle in a game featuring two top 25 teams. Embry-Riddle leading the Sunshine State Conference with a 14-1 record, 20-2 overall, ranked 11th in the nation, taking on the Spartans, who are 14-2, just a half game back, with a 22-4 overall record. The Spartans are ranked 19th in the country. Senior day, all the seniors, and there were a lot of them, introduced seniors and grad students, and so this team is going to look a lot different next year when the Spartans hit the floor. But this year, the concern is beat Embry-Riddle today and take over first place in the conference. Embry-Riddle does have a game in hand, as every week with an odd number of teams in the conference, one team is not playing on that particular day, and Embry-Riddle will make it up in the final few games of the season. A game against a couple really good ball clubs too, because if you look at the field goal percentages, by the way, this is Jack Ike along with two-time Hall of Famer DeCarlo DeVoe as we get ready. And first, we will have our national anthem. Carlo, as I was saying, it's a classic matchup of two top 25 teams. but also the two top shooting teams in the conference coming into this game. Tampa at 47% from the floor, and Embry-Riddle at 46% from the floor. Within percentage points, actually, of each other. Starting lineups for today's game. For Embry-Riddle, they will have number 10, and that is Jenna Teterich, and she is a 5'8 senior from Staten Island, New York. There is number 23, and that is Madison Jean Louis, a 5'7 senior from Grand Prairie, Texas. Number 2 is Mary Lingeman, a 5'11 junior from Imlay City, Michigan. Number 30 is Chandler Brooks, a 5'11 sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. And number 33, Lori Satchel, a 5'11 junior from Baltimore, Maryland. Head coach is Lisa Wilson. Assistant coaches are Sarah Taylor, Andrea Ayala, and Tiara White. And now for the Tampa Spartans. Head coach, Tom Jesse. Starting for the Spartans will be number 3. And that is Olivia Davis, a 5'6 sophomore from Sarasota, Florida. Number 5, introduced as one of the seniors, Audrey Ramsey, a 5'7 grad student from Boca Raton, Florida. Number 24, also introduced on senior night, is Sariana. I gotta find her name here. They dimmed the lights and I can't see where she's from. Sariana Rodriguez, I know, is a 5'11 grad student from Puerto Rico. Number 23 is Marissa McDonald, and she was introduced on senior night. 5'11 grad student from West Chester, Pennsylvania. And also introduced on senior night as well is number 44, Zoe Pillar, and she is a 6-foot senior from Brentwood, Tennessee. Coach of the Spartans, the legendary Tom Jesse, and we agree the assistant coaches are legendary as well. And that is Caitlin Mittrick, Tommy Jones, and Elena D'Alfredo. These two teams played earlier this season, and that was at Embry-Riddle. And in that game, Embry-Riddle pulled out a 64-63 win back on January 11th.
Yeah, so it's just payback time. No disrespect to Embry-Riddle, but the split right now is vital towards the conference regular season title for both teams, more so for the Spartans.
After this game, there are only 3 games left in the regular season. The Spartans will have Florida Tech, Palm Beach Atlantic on the road, both of those, and then they will close out the regular season on Wednesday, February 26th, when Barry comes to town. Spartans in white have the first tip. Rodriguez goes into Pillar, third leading scorer in the conference. Trying to back down Satchel. Rodriguez for 3, good. Spartans are on the board. Spartans, as I said, the number 1 shooting team in the conference at almost 47%, 468.
And great ball movement and teamwork, to find the wide open 3. We know with teams of this caliber, both teams are very well scouted, so they double down on Zoe Pillar. Left Sariana Rodriguez open for the 3.
Under to Pillar, jump shot, just off. Controlled by Brooks. Chandler Brooks with it. Langeman, leading scorer, or second leading scorer, I should say, for Embry-Riddle. Jean Louis is the leading scorer. She comes in at 16-1. Langeman at 10. Spartans are led by Pillar at 16-3. Shot clock running down. 3 is going to be wide into the hands of Ramsey. That 3 was from Teterich.
Yes, and the Spartans confused the Eagles on the last possession defensively because they came out in the zone. So it seems that the coaching, the chess game of coaching is going to be well played by Coach Tom Jesse and his staff.
Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Tampa ball. Ramsey to inbound, just to the right of the basket. Lobs it into Pillar, free throw line. Rodriguez, jump shot, top of the key, no good. Falls out of bounds. It'll be Embry-Riddle ball. 3-0 Tampa, 8:20 to go, first quarter. battle for top spot in the conference and probably the top spot in the regional, the Southeast Regional.
We just hope that home court pays its biggest dividends for the Spartans today.
Stolen by Ramsey, and it goes out of bounds, Tampa ball. I'm not sure, we'll have to get some clarification, if these two split and were to tie for the conference, how they come up with a tiebreaker for hosting.
Yeah, maybe point differential.
Yeah, they can share the title, but somebody has to host.
Right. Well, let's just say, hey, we think Tampa is a better city than Daytona.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, if
on that, it should be the Spartans.
Yeah. Rodriguez with a drive, and a foul is called on the drive, and it's going to be on Satchel. Be the first foul of the game, first on Satchel.
And I'll tell you this, what a great honor to be sitting here and witnessing these great senior contributors to the Spartans women's team get announces. We see them with their parents and family and friends. But I'll tell you this, speaking with Marissa McDonald's dad prior to the game, there's a reason why she's as skilled as she is, because her dad is an ex-player, and he said he trained her. So, Mr. McDonald, thank you for the conversation.
Gave her some height too. He's about 6'8", isn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And Zoe Pillar is almost a split an image of her dad. Her dad looks like an old lineman for the Volunteers, being from Tennessee.
5-0 Tampa. Good start for the Spartans. Langeman, Brooks, inside, jump hook, up and in. Nice shot by Tederich.
Yeah, that's a seldomly used shot nowadays.
The jump hook like that, yeah. I want to see a sky hook make a resurgence. Get Kareem teaching people.
You know, it's funny, that shot, as easy as he made it look, it's more difficult than...
Yeah, you got to have some pretty good touch to knock that one down.
Very. It's all fingers.
And he made it look so easy.
The funny thing is, when he played in Milwaukee as Lou Alcindor, he didn't have that sky hook. He was more like a
UCLA, didn't he?
Maybe a little, but in Milwaukee, he was tearing the rims up.
Yeah.
With the Lakers, he was more of the efficient, low post scorer, occasional dunker.
Inside to Pillar, ball fake, up, off the glass, won't go in. Pillar fights for the rebound. Now they chase it and taken away by Brooks. Underneath quickly to Satchel, lays it up and in. It's 5-4.
What a credit to Embry-Riddle. Their point guard was guarding Zoe Pillar in the post. What other team has that type of ability to guard Zoe with their point guard?
We've learned that when Zoe gets the ball, she'll get double. Well, they put a triple team on her. Back to McDonald.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, Marissa McDonald, the Swiss Army knife, doing it all.
She's a 47% at three-point shooter.
Yes, at one point she was above 50% for the season. She can do it all.
That gets her close. That's her 20th out of 41. She hits her next one, she's back to 50%. Shot clock down to 5. Brooks, Langeman tries to go inside, knocked away, taken by Tampa. Shot clock expired, but it doesn't matter. Tampa had the ball. Ramsey lobs it into Pillar. Pillar ball fake on Satchel. McDonald, top of the key. In
and out. Wow. Good shot.
8-4 Tampa. We're almost halfway through the first quarter. Jack and DiCarlo with the broadcast. Inside to Satchel. She skipped pass. Out on the side to Jean Louis, I should say. I wanted to make it too French sounding there, and it's not. Rodriguez goes plowing through the lane, and I think the foul, though, is going to be called.
Player control foul.
And it's going to be called on Rodriguez. Kind of out of control there. First foul on Tampa. And this at 4:57, this will be the under 5 media timeout. 8-4 Tampa on top. We'll be right back on TampaSpartans.tv. Spartans up 8-4. This is the under 5 media break. Seniors were introduced today. Let's run through some of them. The first senior in her 3rd season with the Spartans after transferring from Loyola Marymount is from Mullica Hill, New Jersey. It's Bella Steidel. She's a member of both NCAA Elite 8 runs the past 2 seasons, has a Sunshine State Conference Tournament Championship. She'll graduate with a degree in psychology, and her parents are here. Jean Louis back out. Gives the ball to Terich. 9 on the shot clock. Spartans have forced them to run deep in the shot clock. Just into the lineup now is Turpening. 1. Does she get it off in time? Yes, and it's in.
Great use of time by the Eagles.
Jean Louis with the layup right at the buzzer on the shot clock. Into the Spartan lineup, Georgia Palmieri, who we got to interview after the last game. She was a little worried, said, I don't know English that well. I think she said she didn't even know English until she came here.
Well, she's a quick learner.
She did it very well. And she gets the ball back, ball on the ground, Ramsey has it.
Right, nor did she know the Spartan system until she got here.
Well, I asked her how she ended up in Tampa. She said she got a call. She got a call from Tom Jesse because she said she wanted to play in the U.S. Tom Jesse called her as opposed to her looking for schools.
Wow.
And she said, I'm coming.
What a great opportunity. What a great story.
I said, did you know where Tampa was? She said, I'd heard of Florida.
Right. That's about it. Well, we've definitely heard of Italy due to the Ferraris, the Lamborghinis,
but
what else? Bugattis.
Have you heard of Bologna? She's from Bologna.
Kinder.
I've heard of that.
No, that's where Tony Kukoc played,
Yeah.
Kinder Bologna,
Yeah.
and also Manu Ginobili.
Okay.
That's I think that.
Now you're just trying to show me up.
No, I'm not. I still got a decent memory from being around Europe and following European
that's true.
basketball.
You played over there.
But I'll tell you this, Italy's Milan, one of the fashion capitals of the world.
I've been to Rome, Venice, and one other one we did on a tour. Pillar missing that one. Rebound. Now in the lineup of Staten. Couple changes as Turpening and Staten and Napoli come into the lineup. 3 changes to Embry-Riddle. Jump shot good, and we're tied at 8. Jump shot by number 11 is Napoli. Napoli is a senior from Orlando, Florida. Turpening is a junior from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And 32, Anya Staten is a sophomore from Easton, Pennsylvania. Kat Van Bennekom missing that shot for Tampa, a senior from the Netherlands.
It's KVB.
Tied with 3 minutes to go in the quarter. On the drive, Jean Louis, no good. Fighting for the ball, take it away, Palmieri, she lost it. She gets it back, and...
They call it travel. I thought she stepped out of bounds. But it is what it is. Eagles retain the possession.
And now another whistle. And I think he's got he's just stopping play. He still wanted 30 back on the shot clock because it was a change of possession. Looking, Turpening, lobbing it inside, gets it to Tetteridge, and Jean Louis sets the point. Tetteridge, back to Jean Louis, top of the key. Spartans man-to-man, off the pick, down to the corner. Turpening, 10 now on the shot clock. Napoli goes inside, gets it to Staten, off the glass, and a foul on Staten for pushing away.
Wow, I guess the referee felt that she dipped her shoulder and created an advantage. Now Zoe, she didn't fall to the ground. Not every time a player control foul is taken, you have to fall down.
Yeah.
But she was clearly bumped back.
Palmieri with the ball for Tampa. Ramsey outside the arc, inside to Pillar. Double team, Palmieri. Van Bennekom on the drive.
Nice.
Off the glass and in.
Nice. She set him up with her ability to shoot the 3. Set him up for the drive.
Spartans back up by a point. Quick 3 by Napoli, no good. Ball on the ground. Rodriguez fights for it. Scramble. Still scrambling, and a jump ball.
I tell you this, great box out by Palmieri.
She did, yeah.
Great block out.
Otherwise, it would have been an easy lay-in. And she was blocking out a 6-footer. Palmieri at 5'5". 5'4", I gave her too much credit. Turpinning outside, now looks to drive, stops. Jean Louis running the point. Staten, free throw line, skip pass. Tedderich bounces twice, take it away, lost. Rebound, Embry-Riddle, foul called underneath. The rebound was picked up by Jean Louis. She went down hard, grimacing a little bit right now.
I think she'll be all right. Hopefully she is all right. The Band-Aid on her right knee has come undone, so hopefully somebody recognizes that so she can stick it back to her leg, yes.
She'll go to the free throw line. The foul is on Palmieri. Jean Louis, top scorer on the team, 72.5% from the free throw line. She's taken more free throws than anybody on the team by about 15. That was her 92nd attempt, 67th make.
Yeah, that means she's drawn a lot of contact.
Misses the second, though, and Pillar with the board. And here come the Spartans. Van Bennekom, and foul away from the ball. And I think it was, they were trying to push Pillar out of the way.
That's a hard task.
Foul is on Langeman. No, it isn't. It is on Staten. And that's a tough foul because that's her second, and she's one of the bigs trying to push Pillar out of the way. They immediately get Satchel back in the lineup. Ramsey inside, right to Pillar. Pillar off the glass and in. First points of the day for Zoe Pillar. Spartans lead 12-9.
And you got to continue to build upon that because these Eagles won't go along. Yep. They won't go along with the plan of it being a great senior day for the Spartans. I mean, for me as a player, you know, on a special occasion day, it gave me a great honor to disrupt that.
Yeah.
That flow as a competitor. And I'm sure the Eagles are thinking the same thing as far as spoiling the senior day for these great seniors here with the Spartans.
Napoli wide, heads out of bounds and goes out of bounds. 12-9 Tampa, 42 seconds left in the quarter.
And here's the connection of Napoli. That's also a city in the great country of Italy.
Yeah. We were in Florence. Florence was the other city we went on a tour.
Good
Driving
cut.
Ramsey. Got fouled on the cut, and she'll go to the line.
Right. What she did, she caught him looking at Zoe. They were looking to see if that pass was going to Zoe. Ramsey face cut.
Backside cut, yeah. Vivian Jendi coming in. She was also introduced on senior night. The senior out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. McDonald back in. Rodriguez and Pillar will sit for the rest of the quarter. 24 seconds is all. Ramsey to the line.
And that's a great strategic sub by Coach Jesse and the staff. I mean,
it buys you a few more seconds.
Yeah.
Ramsey is 81% from the line.
Right. But it gives Zoe some rest, and it avoids her from picking up any ticky-tacky fouls within the closing minutes of the first quarter.
You know, you may see 24 seconds on the clock, but that could be 2 minutes of extra rest before the quarter.
True.
She gets both free throws, 14-9 Tampa, 20 seconds left in the quarter. Langeman swings it. Turpinning. Down to 8. Inside, off the glass and in by Jean Louis. She's got 5, 3 seconds on the clock. Does Van Bennekom try to get a shot? Sure. Going to fall short. They reach the quarter. 14-11, Tampa on top. Let's highlight another senior before we take a break. She's in her second season with the Spartans after transferring from the University of Vermont. She is from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Marissa McDonald. This is her 57th game for the Spartans. She scored more than 200 points in her career here, 150 rebounds, a career-high 20 points versus Clayton State this year, and a member of last year's NCAA Elite 8 run. She will graduate with a degree in Masters in Criminology and Criminal Justice. Be careful. All right, just warning you. And her parents are down here. We'll take a break right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
(14-11), Spartans on top after one quarter. Number 19 in the country, leading the number 11 team in the country, and the first and second teams in the Sunshine State Conference. A pivotal battle right here on the floor at the Bob Martinez Center. Top scorer is Jean Louise. She's got 5 points. Spartans are led by Siriana Rodriguez with 5, and Marissa McDonald has added 3. Spartans will get the first possession. Here we go.
And talking about Marissa McDonald, I think she's talented enough to possibly have a post-college career.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's her interest, but, you know, get in shape and go to a pro combine and compete to play in Europe or abroad.
Olivia Davis can't knock it down. We come the other way. First 30 seconds of the second quarter. They try to lob it inside to Langeman. She tries to save it, lost it out of bounds. I would not expect Langeman to be a post-up kind of player, but she tried there.
I think it depends on who she's matched up with. You know, she definitely looks like a gamer. So
yeah,
and she has many talents on the court.
Pillar, who takes it away from Satchel. Top of the key, Van Bennekom. Eyes a 3. Won't go.
Both of her threes have been a little wide right.
Turpening to Langeman. Post up Satchel, back up top. Satchel, free throw line extended, looking. Lobs it taken away by Pillar.
Yes.
Ramsey has it.
Good defense.
Spartans do not have numbers, so she pulls it back.
Yes. And great anticipation by Zoe Pillar.
Inside Van Bennekom.
Nice move. Oh!
Got a little too far under, hit the side of the backboard.
Nice moves, nice footwork.
We come the other way.
We're so used to seeing her shoot the 3 that we forget that how skilled she is in the post and mid-range.
Jean Louis ties it, 14-11. Or 14-14. Ties at 14-11? That does not make sense. Ties at 14-14.
Right, it was 14-11.
I looked at the scoreboard before they changed it. Davis can untie it, and she does.
I think that's her first points of the game.
It is, and it's a 17-14 Tampa lead. Couple threes to start the scoring in this quarter. Langeman, ball fake on Van Bennekom.
Nice.
She rejected it. Napoli, little jump hook, no good. Satchel with the rebound, double team. Van Bennekom fights for a ball, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow to Embry-Riddle.
Nice tie-up.
Coming in for Van Bennekom is Marissa McDonald back in the lineup. Satchel looks. I'll take that back. That was Brooks just in the lineup looking. Long skip pass to Brooks. Double team low. She gets away, but I think she stepped on the baseline. She did. No, they got a foul along the baseline. You were talking to the officials before the game. You were carding them to see if they had an ID. If they were 21 years old. A couple young-looking refs out there.
Right. But nevertheless, I'll tell you this, they're surely taking charge. I mean, they may be young in age, but experience as far as calling this game, and it's been a well-officiated game thus far, Jack.
And you know what? You got to like that. It's really been hard to get officials over the years.
Right.
It's a tough job because, I mean, they're the Rodney Dangerfields of the basketball game. They don't get any respect.
Exactly.
From fans, players, whoever.
It's a job where there's not a lot of glory.
No.
You do well.
You want to be unnoticed.
Right. You're hated.
Yeah.
Or disliked. You don't do well, and you're even more disliked. I mean, there's always the possibility of both teams disliking you.
Yeah. So kudos to young officials. Foul is on Zoe Pillar. That was her second. She may be done for the half with 7:27 to go.
I think that's a safe bet, Jack.
Yeah, Jean Louis. And it was a three. She fouled a three. And Jean Louis is knocked down 2.
Yeah, we're seeing Jean Louis over the seasons. She's developed each year as a key contributor for the Eagles, and this season definitely shows.
3 of 3 there for the 73% shooter. We're tied at 17. She'd had to work hard to get 3 points that time down the floor. Now has 11, though, into double digits. Olivia Davis back into Rodriguez. Vivian Gendy with the ball now. Bounce pass kicked away. It'll stay Tampa ball.
And Jean Louis, I mean, I'm looking at her. She's working probably harder on defense than she is on offense. And it's not, and I tell you this, that's hard to get players to do because everyone wants to save their and conserve their energy for the offensive end.
Ramsey looking, lobs it into Gendy. Guarded by Satchel, or guarded by Brooks. Ramsey. Davis kicks it back out. Ramsey eye to 3, comes back inside the arc. Won't go.
Just a little short.
Jean Louis with the rebound. He's got 4 rebounds already, too. Skip pass. Jean Louis on the drive. Inside. Bounces around. And Embry-Riddle takes the lead. First time today. 19-17, scoring at the 6:40 mark, is their first lead of the game. And that's going to be a turnover on Tampa. The give and go did not work. Tom Jesse wants a timeout. We'll
Great
keep it here
timeout.
and tell you about another senior. This senior is in her second season with the Spartans after transferring from Northern Michigan University. Smart move, Northern Michigan to Tampa. Climate change.
Definitely.
She is from Waukesha, Wisconsin, a suburb of Milwaukee. Vivian Gendy playing in her 55th game for the Spartans. She was a member of last year's Elite 8 run. Gendy set a career high this season, a great game, 19 points versus Nova Southeastern, and has 19 steals in her Spartan career. She will graduate with a master's in entrepreneurship, and her parents are down here, Carrie and Steve Gendy. Congrats to her. Another senior, second season with the Spartans after transferring from the University of New Mexico. She is from the Netherlands, Kat van Bennekom. Van Bennekom will be playing in her 61st game. More than 450 points in her Spartan career. She set a career high with 21 points versus Texas A&M Kingsville last season. Kat was a member of the Elite 8 run last year. Nearly 1,500 minutes played in her Tampa career. She'll graduate with a master's in instructional design and technology. And her parents are here, Cora and Frank Van Bennekom. Spartans send out Davis, McDonald, Gendy, Ramsey, Rodriguez. 4 starters plus Gendy. Satchel skips to Jean Louis, already in double digits. Bounce pass inside to Satchel.
And when I hear the name Satchel, I think of the great baseball pitcher Satchel Paige.
Oh, a nice pass to Jean Louis, and she lays it in. They lost her on the weak side, and Tom Jesse, I think, just got teed up.
Yes, he was one in a 3-second call.
He is not happy and just got teed up.
He may be justified. I mean, because the Embry-Riddle player was camping out.
Might have sprouted roots waiting for that one. And going to the free throw line will be Sarah Napoli. 79% free throw shooter, hits the first, makes it a 5-point Embry-Riddle lead. And hits the second. A 6-point Embry-Riddle lead.
Right, and hopefully this is a rallying cry for the Spartans.
Well, we've seen coaches who will use the tee as a motivational tool. Jendi out, Van Bunnecombe in. A 6-point lead for Embry-Riddle.
And it's a 9-0 run by Embry-Riddle over the last minute and 24 seconds. That's a short time.
Spartans hit a 3 to make it 17-14, and now it's 23-17 Embry-Riddle. Jean Louis trying to add. No. Rebound Ramsey. All right. Spartans will try to chip away at this lead with 5.5 until halftime. Van Bunnecombe to the corner. Davis, ball fake. Got to be a mismatch somewhere. Nobody's in the lane for the Spartans right now. Nobody's trying to post up. 8 on the shot clock. Davis looking for a pick. Back out. McDonald. Van Bunnecombe better shoot. It's on the way.
Short.
Hits the rim. And foul. Oh, the Spartans get bailed out. That'll be a nice bailout because I think she was shooting a 3.
I think, right around the 3-point line.
She does get 3. So Kat Van Bunnecombe will go to the line. She got the shot up with 1 second on the shot clock. 79% free throw shooter. First one good. Breaks the little scoring drought for Tampa. It was almost 3 minutes. Second one coming up. Actually, she only got 2. They said she was just inside the line. So she hits them both, 23-19, 5:10 to go until halftime. Substitution, Satchel will sit Napoli back in the lineup, or Tedderich, I should say, back in the lineup. Brooks across half court. Tedderich with the ball. 5 minutes to go in the half. Skip pass almost taken away by Rodriguez. In and out, rebound Tampa, and that is Rodriguez on the miss by Napoli.
The need for her to get going.
She's been quiet. She is 5, but she's been quiet lately. Looks around, comes back out, finds McDonald. Van Bunnecombe, free throw line, skips to Rodriguez. Ball fake, drives the lane. Back out top. It's 5 on the shot clock. Off the glass again, and she'll go to the line. Olivia Davis on the drive, off the glass, and we'll add one more to it.
Huge play. Got to cap it off. 3 the old-fashioned way. And I'll tell you this, I mean, using the eye test as a gauge, when you look at it, it looks like the Spartans should just show up and they'll be able to win. But this Embry-Riddle team, they're tough.
They are.
And their record definitely exemplifies who they are.
So a 5-0 run by the Spartans have made it a 23-22 ball game with 4:20 to go until halftime. Langeman outside. Tedderich.
On those diagonal passes like that, you want to have those hands and arms waving in the passing range.
Jean Louis, no good. I think the Spartans will let her take that shot. She backed up to take a three.
Right.
She was behind the line anyway, but backed up because Ramsey was on her.
And Sariana Rodriguez with her fifth rebound, and she's a sneaky rebounder. She's actually second on the team in rebounding.
Van Bennekom with the shot, and the Spartans take the lead, 24-23.
Yes,
a 7-0 rebuttal to the 9-0 run. That'll be a foul on Davis.
We got a front run, especially at home. I mean, you want a front run no matter where you are, but at home, you got a front run. You got to make the other team play catch up. Basically, I'm saying you want to control the tempo and dictate the way the game is played when you're at home. It's just as if somebody comes over to your house to watch a game. They're going to watch the game Jack Ike wants to watch, not the game they want to watch.
Exactly.
You're not going to give them your remote, right?
No.
Amen.
That's the way I operate with my daughter, too, anyway. You going to watch on this TV? You're watching what I want. She goes in her room.
Right, so if you're going to play on this court, you got to play the way the Spartans want you to play.
25-24, Embry-Riddle back on top as both teams shooting well from the free throw line. Spartans are 7 of 7, Embry-Riddle 6 of 7. Rodriguez, skip pass, Ramsey, look at a three, drives. Has it tipped away from her, Jean Louis has it.
Looked like a lot of arm was also tipped.
Down to the corner, shot by Teterit, rebounded, missed. Fighting for it, getting the rebound, Satchel, back up. Van Bennekom grabs it. Rodriguez into the front court for Tampa. 2:50 to go in the half. As close as we expected this game would be.
Yes, McDonald posting hard.
Rodriguez fadeaway in the lane. Spartans take the lead again.
That's a seesaw battle.
Spartans have played for now 5 minutes without Zoe Pillar, who picked up her second foul at 7:27.
They're maintaining, though, and that's why you need a good team. Good block.
By make sure they count that, right?
I know. Eminem with a nice block.
You insist she's been shorted by about half her blocks.
I've just seen about 10 myself.
Yeah. Lob into McDonald off the glass. Bucket for the Spartans.
Her defense created her offense.
She's got 5. Spartans lead by 3, under 2 minutes to go till half. Napoli and Davis falls down and got knocked down, and that'll be a charging call.
And the reason why that foul was called, it was because Olivia Davis was playing hard defense in pursuit of the person she was guarding.
And that is 3 on Satchel. So Satchel with 3 now, and Staten has 2. So a couple of their bigs with multiple fouls at this point.
Right, and if Olivia Davis doesn't bust it, that call doesn't get called. So you got to go hard. You got to play this game hard when it's time to play hard. You rest on offense when the ball is away from you. As it's being swung to you, you get prepared for action. Or crash the boards if the shot goes up opposite wing.
Top of the key, Ramsey. 15 on the shot clock. Ramsey cut back door. Couldn't get it there, but back to McDonald. Nice ball fake inside the arc. Jumper
Ooh, that
just short.
Good.
Front of the rim.
Good shot there.
Jean Louis directing traffic. Top of the key. Turpinning. Free throw line jumper. No. Ball on the ground, and Van Bennekom escorts it out of bounds, and it'll be Tampa ball.
Little tie-up. Jean Louis got hit to the ground. I think she probably wanted over the back foul, but it wasn't called. The no call benefits the Spartans definitely.
1 minute to go in the half. Spartans by 3. Everything we thought this game would be, we're getting. Davis, Rodriguez. 10 on the shot clock, 45 and a half. She's looking to see if she can drive, kicks it out to Ramsey. 5 on the shot, little baseline jumper, no.
Should the Eagles retain this possession for the full 30 seconds, the Spartans will have about 6 seconds to get a shot off.
Down to the corner, Turpinning. Now she heads out top of the key. Spartans look like they're in a zone again. They'll mix it up this game. Jean-Louis wanted to shoot, does not, drives, comes back out. They have 8 to shoot. She doesn't have the 3. Langeman, she turns around, sees a shot, and hits it. Spartans will have the ball. 8 seconds to go. It's 28-27. Ramsey hustles to the forecourt with 5. 3. Long jumper. No. And that'll be the half. About as tight as you can get, unless you were tied. 28-27. Tampa leads by 1.
Almost like a football score.
Yeah. We'll get ready for the start of the second half, but first, one more senior to talk about in the first half. In her first season with the Spartans, transferring from Florida International University. She's from Morovis, Puerto Rico. Siriana Rodriguez. She's a member of the Puerto Rico three-time national team, 3-3 national team. Rodriguez has played in all 26 games, averaging 10.5 points, 5 rebounds, more than 2 assists a game. She's escorted by assistant coach Elena D'Alfredo and her teammate Georgia Palmieri. So we'll take a break. 28-27, Tampa by 1 at half. We'll catch you up on the stats when we come back for the start of the second half on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa.
And we come back at halftime. Tampa women leading Embry-Riddle 28-27. We are joined by men's assistant coach Dexter Gooding. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
This is a big game for the women, 1 and 2 against Embry-Riddle, but a big game for you coming up against Embry-Riddle too. A nice win on Wednesday night. Now you just want to try to keep working up the standings, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Every game's a big game, and we're hoping to come in and compete and win every game.
You lost in overtime to Embry-Riddle there. Have you seen anything different from what they did then to what you're seeing now?
No, they're still utilize their physicality, their size. They have tremendous depth as well. They play about 9-10 deep. So we got to come in focused, ready to play, and I'm hoping that we can avenge our loss from last game.
I'm for it. I'm voting for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Your game last Wednesday night against Eckerd. You went back to what made you guys pretty successful earlier in the season, and a couple of the players I talked to said, I don't know if they said we wanted it or everybody on the team wanted it, to go back full court, 94 feet, trapping as soon as they get across half court. I mean, you had them out of sorts.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that's that's our foundation. We wanted to get back to our roots, and playing fast and applying that pressure defensively is our motto and our mantra, and just getting back to that style of basketball where we can just play physical with speed and utilize our depth as well. I think that's Tampa basketball.
I was talking to Link, and I said it was like doing a hockey game, 4 in, 4 out, or something like that. But you said Embry-Riddle goes 9 deep. You guys were, I think, 14 deep on Wednesday night. I mean, that was by design, I imagine.
Yeah, most definitely. I think, the way that we play, we definitely encourage playing hard in short periods of time and having a larger rotation so that, you can accomplish doing that. You should probably be tired within a minute or two because that's how hard we want you playing. And like I said, that's the culture here that we're trying to establish here at Tampa. And because of it, a plethora of guys get to play.
I'll be honest, what I've seen this year is you can bring in 4 or 5 new guys, and if there is a drop-off, it's not significant.
Yeah, that's again, what we want to put in place. Minimal drop-off, if any at all. And we actually want to play stronger as we sub. So as during a duration of 40 minutes, we think, that can put a lot of wear and tear on our opponent. And, you come in, you play in a minute and a half, 2 minutes hard, and you just keep on with that same thing for a duration of 40 minutes, I think you can be really, really successful.
One last question for you, Coach. Senior night, your second senior night with this team. What are the guys who are playing their last, not their last, but having a senior night, what have they meant to the program since you've been here?
Oh, they've been tremendous. Like I said, we inherited these guys coming in. They learned the culture that we wanted to implement, and they bought in fully. You can tell the difference from year 1 to year 2, and so thankful for those guys and establishing what we ultimately want to build, and that's sustainable success.
All right, we'll let you get back. We appreciate you coming over.
Thanks so much.
Dexter Gooding, assistant coach for the Tampa Spartans. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Welcome back courtside, halftime of the Spartans and Embry-Riddle women's basketball game. Tampa on top, 28-27. Jack Ike to Carla DeVoe with the broadcast today. We'll take you through the scoring in today's game. Two top shooting teams in the conference, number 1 and 2, in terms of field goal percentage, are not showing that today. Embry-Riddle is 9 for 27, 33%. Tampa 9 of 24, 37%. 1 of 10 for Embry-Riddle from 3, 3 of 9 from 3 for the Spartans. Individual scoring, Eigenman has 2, Tedderich 2, Napoli 6. Jean Louis, the leading scorer on the team, has 15, and Satchel, the only other player to score, has 2. For the Spartans, top scorer is Rodriguez with 7, Olivia Davis with 6, Ramsey has 2, Van Bennekom with 6, McDonald has 5, and Zoe Pillar, who only was able to play about 12 minutes of this game, has just 2. She picked up 2 fouls and exited the court at 7:27 of the second quarter. So see if the Spartans can maybe have a little different outcome with Zoe back in the lineup.
Yeah, well, in this modern day era of basketball, we always highlight offense, but what we're omitting is that these two teams, they didn't compile these great records only by scoring. They're also two good defending teams. They're great competitors, and that's why we see the scores and the shooting percentages the way they are.
Soriano's got a cheerleading team here for her. Underway in the second half. Spartans with the ball. McDonald to Davis. That's Soriano Rodriguez on the drive. Pulls back, skip past to Ramsey. 3 on the way, and good. Knocks that one down. Ramsey with 5, and the Spartans' lead is 4.
And that's a great way to open up the half, scoring your first bucket. They started the game with the 3 in the first half, started the second half with the 3.
Spartans showing zone to start the half. Jump shot at the free throw line, rolls it in. Tedderich has 4.
Yeah, and you know New Yorkers are known for being tough and gritty.
Top 2 teams in the conference. Embry-Riddle with just 1 loss in conference play. The Spartans with only 2. Lost to Embry-Riddle by a single point at Embry-Riddle back in January. Ramsey looks at another one. Ooh, kind of lift in and out. They are ranked, Embry-Riddle ranked 11th in the nation. The Spartans are ranked 19th in the nation. Pillar with a steal. Legeman had that one just slide off her hand, and Pillar just Johnny on the spot took it. Ramsey, guarded by Jean Louis. Played every minute of the first half. Rodriguez to Ramsey, trying another one. Knocks it down. She's 2 of 3 this half.
2 of 3.
And it's a 34-29 lead.
And they're all good shots.
Yeah, Spartans now 5 of 12 from deep as they get the percentage up there.
And the 2-3 zone proven to be the defensive advantage right now.
Top of the key is Satchel. Down to Jean Louis. Satchel again. This time she just takes the 3. Hits high off the rim. Pillar rebounds. Zoe Pillar, that is just her second because she didn't get many minutes in the first half.
Spartans coming alive.
Ramsey likes what she's been doing. Oh, couldn't get that one to fall on the layup. Maybe she got too close after nailing a couple 3s. Into Langeman. She tries to go around Pillar. She says, I'm having nothing of that. Oh, foul called underneath. If it's on Pillar, that's her 3rd, and I think it is.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a pivotal call.
I don't know where it came from because Langeman got the shot off and then kind of stumbled, but I think they've got it on Zoe. It is her 3rd.
Wow, not even a full 3 minutes have gone by in the third quarter.
So do you stick with her or do you make the move soon?
I think you got to make the move.
Okay.
Just
get her down to get her at 3 fouls at the end by the 4th quarter.
And play her situationally. I mean, and I think that's why Coach Jesse chose to open up in the 2-3 zone.
The protector.
Right.
Yeah.
From the one-on-one.
He hasn't made the move yet, though. It's 34-31.
And he's, I'm looking at him messaging her. He said, "Don't foul."
Which again, the zone may be the thing to do.
And you don't now. What you want to guard against also is an Embry-Riddle player flopping and picking up a player control foul.
McDonald, yes. McDonald with 8, and the Spartans are coming out hot, 3 of 4 from the three-point line this half.
Right.
Lead is 6, biggest of the game for Tampa.
Multi-talented McDonald.
Pillar with a steal. That was risky, and she backed off, going to the floor for that one. And coming up limping is Brooks.
Yeah, it's hard to tell a competitor not to compete.
Yeah, but I think Zoe backed off diving because she didn't want to be accused of getting too involved on that one. Taken away by Rodriguez. Shot clock, but they had to steal before the shot clock violation. Rodriguez dribbles around, gets it to Ramsey, back to Rodriguez. Big chance for the Spartans to really increase the lead. Pick from Pillar. Jumper, free throw line, Ramsey. No.
Pillar got pushed in the back.
Yeah, she did. Turpinning with the rebound. Lead stays 6. Up top to Tedderich. Jump shot, free throw line, rattles in and out. Rebound up, no good. And Davis takes the ball. Stanton had a point-blank shot, and it wouldn't fall.
Yeah, what was smart by Sarah Ana Rodriguez, instead of trying to grab the rebound and risking an over the back haul, she just tipped it out, using her height advantage.
Davis to McDonald. She lobs it into Pillar. Up and no. Gets the rebound. Triple teamed and a foul called. Not on Zoe.
Yes, that's the key statement. And now Pillar goes out of the game wisely.
It'll be Kat Van Bennekom.
And right now you probably got a platoon, Vivian Jandy, Van Bennekom, and also M&M, Marissa McDonald.
Ramsey, far side outside the arc. Spins in the lane. Free throw line. Tries to duck under. Fade away. No. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Embry-Riddle ball.
Shot was on line, but just needed a little more elevation.
Yep, didn't have the arc. It'll be Embry-Riddle ball. 37-31. Spartans by 6. Almost halfway through the third quarter. Stanton. Guarded. And Jean-Louis traveled, I think. But no, they call the pick.
Yeah,
that'll be on Stanton, I think. And that will be her third. She becomes the second Embry-Riddle player with 3. And they're both their bigs. Satchel and Stanton. Ramsey trots across the timeline. Van Bennekom low post. McDonald up top. She has the ball. Looks at a 3. Comes back to Ramsey. Drives the lane. Ball fake. Fade away. No.
Nice shot. Just didn't fall.
Turpinning. Down in the corner. Napoli inside on a cutting Jean-Louis. She able to retrieve the ball. Doesn't have a shot. On driving. Turpinning knocked away by Van Bennekom, out of bounds. It'll stay Embry-Riddle ball. This will probably be the under 5 timeout as well. It is. So with 4:32 to go, it is a 37-31 lead. Let's get you another senior while we have the chance. In her second season with the Spartans after transferring from West Florida, from Brentwood, Tennessee, is Zoe Pillar. Pillar has played in 63 games for the Spartans. Topped 1,000 points for her Tampa career on Wednesday night. She's been recognized many times as the Sunshine State Conference Player of the Week, a first-team All-Conference player last year, a 2-time D2 CCA All-South Region team member, South Region MVP, and for play in the NCAA tournament the past 2 seasons. She will graduate with a degree in Human Performance Exercise Science. Her father, Zach Pillar, and stepmom, Victoria Pillar, along with her brother, Axel Pillar, are here with her.
And what was just shared with me, Jack, as I was telling you, Zoe's dad actually played for the Tennessee Titans. He's a
You
St.
said he looked like.
Yes, an O-lineman, and his rookie year, they were in the Super Bowl. So he was on the
wow.
Super Bowl participating team. That was the year, unfortunately, they lost to the Rams when Steve McNair was stopped at the goal line.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and he's a native of St. Pete.
Really?
Yes, he's a Gator. He went to UF.
Okay. I know that there was a story on Zoe just recently, and they talked about coming back to her roots of the Tampa-St. Pete area. Embry-Riddle with the ball. Spartans lead by 6. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Spartans nursing a 6-point lead, looking to get a stop and then add to it.
They led by 1 at half, 28-27. Turpinning back out. Finds Tedderich. 3 on the way. Good.
Yeah. You know, it wasn't going to be too long before Embry-Riddle found the net.
Steal try, no good. Davis for 3, in and out. Napoli inside, gets to Stanton. Tries to lob it in, no good. Rebound, Georgia Palmieri just in the lineup. Palmieri in for Audrey Ramsey, give her a breather. Lead is 3, Tampa on top. Davis, and I think that time foul is going to be called on Tedderich, trying to get Van Bennekom out of the way. That will be her second, 3rd foul of the half.
And UT's size is starting to play a factor now. I think they should even look more so to the post. We have a height advantage almost at every position.
Yeah. Wouldn't even be a bad idea to get Rodriguez doing what she's doing right now.
Right.
Take some people down there. Van Bennekom outside, in and out. Wow. Halfway down.
And great hockey assist. Well, hockey pass by Marissa McDonald.
Lob inside to Stanton. Faces McDonald, tries to go in the lane, goes off the glass, no good. Palmieri in the land of the Giants rips it down. They got a foul called, and it'll stay Tampa ball.
Yeah, she's high octane when she's in the game, and that's, so I call it Italian stallion, Ferrari engine. She's definitely a change of pace player.
We talked to her after the game on Wednesday night and said, how about being 5'4"? You're almost always the shortest player. Because then you just got to keep hustling.
Right. She has the right mindset.
You just got to do everything a little better. Little weave up top. 10 now on the shot clock. A 3-point game. To the corner. Rodriguez, 3. No good. Bounces around and taken away by Turpinning. 2.5 to go in the quarter. Pass to Jean Louis on the drive. Nothing called. And the Spartans come away with it. Palmieri with the ball.
Marissa McDonald did a great job at just getting big, not extending her arms. She just stood her ground. Rule of verticality, she forced the miss.
Spartans have had some really good looks at some threes. They started hot. They've cooled off a little since.
And that's one thing without Zoe Pillar in the game. You do become a little more perimeter.
Yes. It'll be Embry-Riddle ball, 2:19 to go in the 3rd quarter, 37-34 Tampa.
2-3 zone.
Brooks across the timeline. She gets it inside. Jean Louis backs it off. Jean Louis wants a 3, takes a 3, hits a 3.
Game is tied again.
That's Jean Louis' first basket of the half.
A big one at that.
She had 11 at the half. Hit a free throw earlier. Now has 15. Spartans led by 6. Embry-Riddle had a 6-point lead earlier. And again, a 3 that's online. Looked good, just didn't go. 1.5 in the quarter. And foul called in the lane. I think they're calling it on McDonald.
Yeah, I don't like that call. I think that's a play on. I mean, Marissa was just trying to get around as the Eagles player just kept trying to back her down and seal her. But I guess the referee had the bird's eye view, but it didn't look like a foul from where I'm sitting.
It's a second on Marissa, second on Tampa in the quarter. Tie ball game. Langeman to break the tie. Yes. So it was 37-31. This is a 9-0 run for Embry-Riddle to take the lead. It's been a game of runs. Each team trying to counterpunch the other one. Palmieri, Van Bennekom, they say let her take the three, nope. And that one won't go either. Spartans were 3 of 4 on threes early in the half. Now have missed their last 5.
Yeah, Van Bennekom is 0 for 3, uncharacteristic.
And Jean Louis, back-to-back threes for her, and it's 43-37, a 12-0 run. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Palmieri looking. Hands it to Rodriguez, 14 on the shot clock. Bounce pass into Van Bennekom. To the corner, top of the key, McDonald. 6 on the shot clock, Palmieri in and out. 18 seconds in the quarter. Embry-Riddle can play for the last shot. They have a 6-point lead now. Under 10. Up top, Brooks. Brooks, top of the key to Langeman. 3 on the quarter clock, off the glass, no. And we're going to end up a 43-37 third quarter score. So it was 28-27, Tampa by 1 at the half. Embry-Riddle on a 16-9 run in the third quarter takes a 6-point lead. Final 10 minutes coming up right here on TampaSpartans.tv. Chronic as that sounds. 43-37, Embry-Riddle by 6. They are on a 12-0 run on the Spartans here.
That's pretty much an 18-point turnaround because, well, almost. The Spartans were up 6.
Yeah, this equals.
And they, 12-0 run, but they had so many chances to extend that lead.
Spartans have missed their last 6 3-pointers. Embry-Riddle will get the first possession of the quarter as well.
And the 3 is mainly the only shot opportunities that we had.
It's all they've been having. Pillar back in the lineup, matter of fact, on cue with the steal. Spartans can have a little more solid low post presence now. She is in with 3 fouls. Saves that ball.
Got to get a little more close on those handoffs.
Yeah. Palmieri off the glass, rolls it around.
Wow.
That did about a 360 around the rim before coming out. Then we come the other way.
The shot looked good. It did everything except fall through the net.
Well, every one of their threes has looked good, too.
Right.
The shots have looked good. They just haven't gone down. Langeman with the ball. Staton. No, that was Brooks, I should say. She's got the ball, directs traffic up top. 8 on the shot clock. Pillar comes out to guard her. Langeman, 3. No good. Fighting for it. Falls into the hands of Satchel, and she puts it up and in. Just bad rebound there. Not a bad rebounding, but it just came out too far.
Right, the way it bounced. Soriano Rodriguez had the inside position. It just bounced over.
Spartans have now got their work cut out for them as they're down 8 with 8.5 to go and a bad pass stolen. Brooks heading up court. Napoli, Langeman to Brooks. 13 on the shot clock. Patient. 10 on the shot clock. Jean-Louis outside the arc. Looks to drive on Ramsey. 3 on the shot clock. She's content to drive. Lost it. It's going to go out of bounds. I don't think she knew the shot clock was winding down.
Yeah, right now the decisive factor in the game for the Eagles is Jean-Louis with 21 points on 7 of 13 shooting, 3 for 6 from three-point range, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. She appears to be the only player in double figures in the whole game.
Yeah, she's got almost half their points. When the Spartans took a 6-point lead early in the half, Jean-Louis was a non-factor, and then she decided to get involved again. Pillar, and is this a foul call? No, they call a jump ball, and it'll be Tampa ball.
At one point, Zoe was triple teamed.
Yeah.
So we need cutters and we need some movement to neutralize those double and triple teams on Zoe.
Spartans have been in a little scoring drought here. Rodriguez on the drive off the left, got fouled and scored.
They thought she was going to pass it to Zoe, so even when Zoe doesn't have the ball, she still commands so much attention.
That breaks a little scoring drought for Tampa.
Just Zoe being on the floor creates so much for others.
Makes it 45-39. And to the line goes Rodriguez, where she's 2 of 2 today. Make it 3 of 3. Spartans are 8 for 8 today.
Lead cut to 5.
Couple more stops and start knocking down the threes. Get back to the way they started the half. Jean-Louis backs out, guarded by Ramsey. Langeman in the corner. Skip pass. Brooks inside the arc, no good. Ramsey goes up and gets it. Lead just 5. And foul called inside, I think maybe on Jean-Louis, on
yes, it is.
Marissa McDonald.
And see, we're starting to use that height and size advantage. Definitely the height.
Tampa will inbound. Second foul on Jean-Louis. Lobbing it to Pillar. She has to watch out. Langeman tried to cheat on it. Out to Davis. She takes a 3, knocks it down. Davis was open there because Langeman cheated to get Pillar and left her wide open. 45-43.
Almost anybody else except for Zoe, that probably would have been a steal, but Zoe's strength saved that from happening.
Oh, Jean-Louis with a drive there.
That's a 22nd and 23rd point.
47-43. 6.5 left in the game. McDonald just outside the arc. To Ramsey. Comes back out. McDonald fights for it, gets it. 8 on the shot clock. Ramsey, 3. Yes!
Good.
47-46. 1-point game. Ramsey now at 11. And a quick timeout call by Lisa Wilson. Got one more senior to talk about. In her 5th season with the Spartans from Boca Raton, Florida, Audrey Ramsey. She'll be playing in her 135th game for Tampa. Second all-time in Spartans history. She has scored more than 1,160 points in her career, 525 rebounds, and 481 assists. Ramsey's earned the honors of being named University of Tampa Student Athlete of the Year in 21-22, Scholar Athlete of the Year in 22-23, and the 23-24 Melissa Vanderhill Spartan Cape Award. Also a 2-time Sunshine State Conference Player of the Week, and was named the 2024 NCAA Elite 90 winner. Ramsey helped the Spartans reach the NCAA Elite 8 in back-to-back seasons while being named to the All-SSC All-Conference teams both seasons. Again, be careful with her. She's going to graduate with a degree in cybersecurity and information technology. a master's, and she is today, her parents, Dave and Sue Ramsey, as well as brother Brian and Michael Ramsey, are here. It's been a privilege to cover all these seniors over the years. We should also give a shout out to Abby Norris, as she's been a manager of the women's basketball program for the last 3 years. Abby will graduate with a degree in nursing and balancing a rigorous scheduling as a nursing student and a manager of the basketball team.
Wow. That's a full day.
Yeah. 47-46, the lead down to 1. Embry-Riddle with the ball, 6:05 left in the game. Dare I say left in regulation. Ketteridge, top of the key. Turpinning goes inside. Turpinning cuts. Lays it up. No good. Pillar rebound. Wow. Refs let that one go. Chance for the lead now.
I don't think the refs want to be the deciding factor in a game of this magnitude. They wouldn't let the players decide.
McDonald wanted to go inside. Can't. Goes out to Rodriguez.
Good skip pass.
Ramsey won't go.
Nice find by Sariana Rodriguez to find Ramsey behind the arc. Just about an inch short.
Largest lead of the game for Embry-Riddle was the 45-37 lead. Spartans have then come back with a 10-1 run and have the 1-point lead.
Game of runs. Just who makes the biggest or the most timely.
Staton gets the ball to Napoli, guarded by Davis. Ketteridge goes inside. Staton turns around off the glass, no good. Nice rebound by Ramsey. Got it away from Turpinning. She's looking ahead. Doesn't see any numbers, so she comes back out.
Yeah, Davis was streaking. She wanted that ball.
That would have been a tough pass. Would have been a great pass.
Well, Davis would have been best to fade behind the three-point line.
Yeah.
I think it would have been an easier pass then.
10 on the shot clock. McDonald to Ramsey. McDonald looks inside, sees Pillar. 3 on the shot clock. Zoe, that one off. Again, another good look. That won't fall. Stays a 1-point lead, Embry-Riddle. Staton, top of the key. Jean-Louis, 23 points on the day. Backs it out. Gives up the dribble. Turpinning comes inside the arc. 10 on the shot clock. Napoli, no. Chasing the ball down is Ramsey.
Yeah, Spartans are packing it in and pretty much daring Embry-Riddle to shoot.
Yeah, even Jean-Louis, who has been pretty clutch, 3 of 6 from 3, they dared her to take it. Under 4 now. Ramsey directing traffic, says go the other side, finds McDonald. Can they go inside? No, skip to Ramsey. 10 on the shot clock, inside the arc. Ramsey hits, Spartans take the lead.
3:30 left.
48-47, Ramsey now knocks that one down as 13. He's the leading scorer for Tampa today. Jean-Louis, free throw line, jumper, good, back in the lead. Her 25th point of the night.
The seesaw
she now has more than half her team's points.
Yes, she does. She's on the verge of going over 30.
Unless the Spartans have a say in the matter.
Right.
Ramsey, McDonald, Davis, ball fake, gets the ball back to Ramsey. She wants to go inside, does, keeps going, lays it up and in.
What Embry-Riddle is doing, they're kind of neutralizing that bake-to-bake pass that we saw in the last game.
Yeah. 50-49, 2:40 to go in the game, Tampa by 1. Ramsey with 15. Jumper, Napoli knocks it down. And we just go back and forth now.
Yes, Olivia Davis fell down. She got tripped.
Had been a game of runs. Now we're going back and forth playing ping pong.
Seesaw battle.
2:15 left in the game. McDonald, top of the key. Lob inside to Pillar, and they get a foul. I think it's going to be on Staton. If so, foul number 4. I was worried they were going to get Zoe for the push-off to get the lob into her, but didn't happen. 2:07 to go, and I think this is, Tampa takes the timeout. We'll just keep it here.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those crucial finishes. I mean, whoever executes and keeps their nerves best are going to come out on top in this one. I mean, who would have ever expected? I mean, Tampa has their two top scorers, Audrey Ramsey with 15 and Sariana Rodriguez with 10. Jean-Louis has by herself, she's
equaled that. Yeah.
So we just need to kind of corral her, but not give anyone else something so easy, so wide open. But down this 2-minute stretch. This is like in football, the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, this is it.
Right.
Men's game coming up at 4, or 30 minutes after this game ends. Spartans, who were cool midway through the third quarter, are now 5 of their last 7. And they will have the ball underneath their basket. Down 1, 2:07 to go.
Got to get a score here. Usually out of bounds plays lead to quick offense.
Ramsey to inbound. Lobs it to Pillar at the free throw line. Hands it to Rodriguez. They wanted to go inside, couldn't. McDonald for 3, no. Under 2 minutes now.
Yeah, it was a good shot, just short.
Embry-Riddle by 1. These teams played to a 1-point game last time. Embry-Riddle winning at 64-63. Stanton blocked, or that's Brooks blocked again, but a foul called this time. And she'll go to the line.
Tell you this, whenever Zoe is posting, that, as I said, that big to big pass, they're taking it away. They're pretty much, they have a fence around her. Mm-hmm. They're saying someone else is going to beat us. What I'd like to see is, as they sag, you know, some misdirection. Not only just settling for the 3, but some cuts to the basket.
First free throw, good by Brooks.
And the cut more so has to come from the weak side, as that person is hedging in. They're looking at Zoe. It's almost like fake the pass to bait them to step in, then kick it to the weak side, possibly.
She knocked them both down. It's 53-50. 1:40 to go. Into the lineup is Van Bennekom for Marissa McDonald. Rodriguez across the line. Spartans can tie it with a 3. Van Bennekom top of the key. She'll take a 3. Davis capable of that too. To Rodriguez. 15 on the shot clock. Van Bennekom lobs it, but taken away before it could get there. Tried to lob it into Pillar, but stolen.
Yeah, she threw it too directly. It had to have more of an arc on it.
A little more loft. Brooks running the point. Big stop needed by Tampa here. Keep it at a 3-point game. 14 on the shot clock. 1:02 on the game clock. They're content to run it down. Minute to go in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Tederich knocks it down. It's a 5-point game. And the Spartans have some work to do here with 49 seconds to go. They just need a bucket. Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. Need a basket.
They got to go quickly because time is our enemy.
39 seconds to go. Ramsey. They're not going quick, though. Ramsey looking for the pick. 9 on the shot clock. Van Bennekom looks to drive off the glass, up and in. It's a 3-point game. 26 seconds to go, and the Spartans take a timeout.
We're going to have the foul. We're going to have to try to get a steal, and then play the foul game and hope they miss some free throws.
55-52. Embry-Riddle by 3 with 26 and a half to go.
Because what Coach Lisa Taylor is going to do right now, she's probably going to sub in her best free throw shooters at every position. It doesn't matter where like rebounding, like they're going to do it by committee as far as rebounding, but you want your best ball handlers and your best free throw shooters in.
That's Lisa Wilson. Not Lisa Taylor.
Oh, sorry. Lisa Wilson.
All right, coming out of the timeout. You know, an interesting thing which I noticed well before the game, but Embry-Riddle only had 9 players suited up. They have a number of players with injuries. And they've all played.
Yeah, they're resilient.
Yeah. So you think the Spartans, well, you can't let them run the clock down. They don't have a shot clock. See if you can get a steal.
You have to.
Immediately.
You have to go for the steal.
Yeah.
If you miss it, then get a foul.
And I think Embry-Riddle wants a full timeout. They do. So we'll keep the talk going here for a while. Spartans are led by 15 from Ramsey, 10 from Rodriguez, 8 from McDonald. On the other side, 27 for Jean Louis, half her team's points, 7 for Langeman, 9 for Tederich, 8 for Napoli, 4 for Satchel. On the Tampa side, with Ramsey with 15, Rodriguez 10, Davis has 9, Van Bennekom 8, Tiller with 2, and McDonald has 8. So 2 of the top shooting teams in the conference have put on a defensive battle today and made both sides work hard.
Yeah, this is a huge game. I mean, I don't know what the players are feeling, but I could imagine, because I've been in these types of games before, and it's a tough feeling, but it's you got to embrace the moment at the same time.
Brooks will inbound right in front of her coach. They do a little stack at the top of the key. Spartans will try for the steal. They all break off in directions. They finally get it inside, and they got it to Napoli and got fouled immediately. Unfortunately, that's just the second foul on Tampa, so we've got 3 more to go before we even get them on the line. But it does mean 3 more chances to try to get a steal. And almost a steal, but a foul is going to be called on Rodriguez. Just about deflected that one away. We've only run off 2 seconds. 24-6 now. 3 team fouls. 5 is the shooting foul in women's basketball. Looking, and they get it inside to Jean Louis. She's fouled. That's the 4th. Now we can get to the point where they can put him on the line.
And she's a 72% free throw shooter.
And Tom Jesse wants to map out the strategy now that they're going to be shooting. Again, probably try for the steal. So which one do you? I mean, you almost don't have much choice other than foul the person who gets the pass.
What you don't want to do is give up a layup.
True.
At this point.
Watch people cutting back door.
Right.
Don't overplay them and get beat back door. Men's game coming up in about 30 minutes after this one. That's not going to be a 4 o'clock start. It's going to be 4:15-ish.
Right now, what the Spartans have to do, they got to think extending this game, trying to get it into overtime.
There are 3 games left in the season after this game. And now the inbounds pass. They have a different lineup because they knew Spartans were going to foul. Immediately to Langeman, and Van Bennekom with the foul. Puts Langeman on the line. Second leading scorer on the team, and an 81.5% free throw shooter. I take that back, a 61% shooter.
And that's who you want at the line.
Yeah. She shoots 2. The lead is 3. Misses the first. So, part 1 complete.
Now, if you're the Spartans, what do? I think you got to, maybe if you have an easy 2, take the quick 2 and play the foul game. Stretch it out.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a wide open 3, you may be enticed to take it.
Missed them both. Spartans will get the ball and a timeout call. And they will have a chance to tie the game.
Or cut into the lead with
Tom
the
Jesse
field goal.
Calls the timeout. 21.2 to go. So the fouling worked out. Langeman, they put on the line. The 61% free throw shooter missed them both. And now Tampa will get the ball. Now they get the ball at the other side of half court, right, in the women's game?
Yes, like the NBA.
Yeah. And again, I don't like that rule, but it is the rule. No one had asked me for my advice.
Right.
And we come on the court. Looking for a Spartan to step up, be a hero here. We'll take overtime. I have nowhere to go.
I don't mind the overtime.
Inbound, Olivia Davis. So do you run it down so they don't get a chance, but give yourself a rebound if needed? Outside to Davis.
At this point, we're going to need a three.
Yeah. Davis looks, finds Ramsey. 6 on the shot. Ramsey to Davis. Fade away.
It's good.
No.
Wow.
Ball game. Embry-Riddle with the victory. They couldn't get a good look. Embry-Riddle with some pretty good defense down the stretch. Now the refs are talking this over. I don't think a foul was called.
I think they played for the tie.
Or did they get a foul after on the rebound? Maybe that's what happened. I think Zoe Pillar, to be honest with you, got called for a foul trying to get the rebound. I think the game is over. Well, they put 1.1 on, and to the line goes Napoli. Not going to be enough time, even if she misses.
Right.
She'll get 2. She makes 1. It's over anyway. Right there. 56-52.
Well, even though I'm not wearing one, I got to take my hat off to Embry-Riddle. They played the performance of Julie.
And she purposely misses the last free throw just to get the clock started. It runs out. Embry-Riddle holds on for a 56-52 win over the Tampa Spartans. And for Embry-Riddle, they run their record to 15-1 in conference play. The Spartans 14-2 with 3 games left, or 14-3 now is Tampa. They'll have a 2-game lead on Tampa with 3 games left in the season. We'll run through the scoring for today's game. 56-52 is the final score. Stats for Embry-Riddle. Langeman had 7. Tederich with 9. Jean Louis 27, almost half her team's points. Satchel with 4. Napoli with 9. They shot 19 of 51 on the day, 37%. 5 of 17 from 3, 29%, and 13 of 17 from the free throw line, 76%. They had 37 rebounds. Here's a telling statistic in the game, 37 rebounds to 26 for Tampa. On the Tampa side, Davis had 9, Ramsey 15, McDonald 8, Rodriguez with 10, Pillar with 2, Van Bennekom with 8. Spartans were 18 of 51 overall. That's 35%. 8 of 24 from 3, 33%, and 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Perfect 1,000%. 26 rebounds for Tampa, 10 assists, and 8 turnovers on the day. So Tampa now 22-5 on the year, 14-3 overall in the conference. Embry-Riddle will stay atop the conference standing with a 15-1 record and 21-2 overall. Men's basketball in 30 minutes, so join us then. For Andre running the board and to Carla DeVoe, Jack Ike saying thanks for joining us